So I just finished watching the Xbox showcase, and boy do I have some overall thoughts about all the reveals that they announced. Now while everyone does seem to agree that this was an absolute banger, I feel like no showcase is perfect, and nothing is truly a 10 out of 10 conference. There were 3 things that were extremely off-putting to me that I wanted to address in this video. So I will be listing them in order, as the number 1 being the worst offender, at least in my opinion. So let's just get right into it and start things off by listing the 3rd most disappointing thing. Alright, I know, Starfield looks incredible. In fact, after watching the Starfield Direct, it made me honestly believe this is the only game that's going to be a contender with Zelda for Game of the Year. Here's my issue. Immediately after the showcase, Starfield had a dedicated 45-minute deep dive. Did they really need to take up time at the Xbox showcase to show another trailer for Starfield? Honestly, when this came on the screen, I was truly surprised. I tried to work out logical reasons as to why this would make an appearance at all. I thought maybe they did this to make sure everyone knew there was a developer direct immediately following the showcase. However, that makes absolutely no sense, because anyone watching this event live would most likely be the type of person that follows gaming news and would have already gone in expecting that this was a 2 showcase event. In fact, even the thumbnail made this abundantly clear. So realistically, the Starfield trailer, while absolutely amazing, was basically just filler in the Xbox portion of the event. I would rather have them taken that time and dedicated to show off more of Avowed or Hellblade 2 or a number of other games that were put on display for us. It felt completely pointless and redundant to show a trailer of a game that you are about to do a complete deep dive on. If this was the reveal of Starfield and after the showcase we got a surprise deep dive, that would have been truly epic. However, we've all known about this game for a number of years at this point, so showing it off was just a complete waste of time, especially with how short this showcase was. But enough about this, let's move on to the next thing on the list. So the show started with Fable, which was pretty awesome. After all, I've been very much looking forward to seeing what this game is actually going to play like. And at this point, we've already previously had a teaser trailer a couple years ago. Now that it had more time in the oven, everyone seems to have been wondering what the game will actually be like with actual gameplay shown. And when we finally get another look at the game, it was unfortunately just another CGI trailer. Now I'm sure this game will most likely be amazing and please its fan base. I was just like, really? A CGI trailer? In fact, Fable was not the only game to have done this. South of Midnight was another CGI trailer. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but I'm very tired of cinematic trailers when I leave and I don't even know what the gameplay is going to be. It's hard to even get hyped when I have absolutely no idea how the game's gonna turn out. Hell, even Hellblade 2, while a bit better than just being a cinematic trailer, kinda fell victim to this as well. This is the 3rd time they've shown this off at a gaming event and we still have no clue how the combat will even look like in the title. I want to be excited for these games and I want to be hyped. However, until I see how they're actually going to be played, they're just kind of for me. After all, gameplay is the most important thing in video games, so I don't understand why so many developers announce these titles but don't even drop a hint of how the game's going to be like when we actually have a controller in our hands. But let's move on from CGI trailers and go over what I I think was the most disappointing moment in the showcase. So once Phil Spencer came out on stage and started to wrap things up, I was kind of taken aback. After all, we knew the stream would be a total of just under 2 hours. However, no one was very sure how much of that 2 hours would be dedicated to the Xbox showcase and how much of it would be dedicated to the Starfield Direct. So I went into this kind of assuming that the Xbox portion would be about an hour and 20 minutes to an hour and a half, and the Starfield deep dive would be about 25 to 30 minutes. The fact that the show was just about an hour felt kind of short for me, at least for my expectations. Not only this, but to end the show on a black Xbox Series S with a bigger hard drive just felt so weak. I really thought we were gonna get one more big surprise to end it with. Maybe Gears of War 6, or maybe the Evil Within 3, or how about that Indiana Jones game that we've known about for years but haven't seen. Instead, we got a hardware announcement, and it was simply the same console that's been out for the last couple of years with a black paint job and a bigger hard drive. Overall, it was my biggest disappointment. I always look forward to that one more thing moment, and with all the games revealed, it felt kind of awful just to end it with hardware. It wasn't even upgraded of a console, it was a console with bigger storage. Honestly, it feels like they were using the Starfield Direct as a way to cheat out on the last big reveal. Now, just to be clear, overall, I still think this was a banger of a showcase. In fact, I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. While these are my main complaints, I still think it was a great Xbox showcase. In fact, I have another video up where I talk about the 3 coolest announcements at the presentation. So feel free to check that out if you want to see a more positive spin on this. However, I would love to hear what you all think. Do you agree with any of the points I made, or do you disagree with any of them? Also, what was your favorite moment and least favorite moment in the Xbox 2023 showcase? Let me know in the comments down below. By the way, if you made it this far and you did enjoy the video, let me know by dropping a like. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. As for me, I got a ton of work to do, so I'm gonna get back to the grind, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.